Good morning. My name is Eddie from the Daily Informer, here to give you unbiased news updates on what's happening around the world. Turning now to developments across the globe. First, updates on negotiations in Iran. The Foreign Ministry of Qatar reports that envoys from the United States arrived in Doha for indirect talks with representatives from Iran, as well as discussions with mediators. Officials state that high-level talks have not taken place. Regarding shipping, the president of South Korea states that all but 2 South Korean vessels have moved through the Strait of Hormuz after being unable to transit the area during the conflict. In the Gaza Strip, reports indicate that an organization called the Board of Peace will start managing humanitarian shelter centers in locations that are not under the control of local authorities. In Sudan, the army reports that military operations over a 2-week period resulted in the destruction or seizure of combat vehicles and tanks used by a paramilitary group. The operations took place in regions including the Blue Nile State, Darfur, and Kordofan. Next, let us look at economic updates from around the world. Reports indicate that the price of Brent crude oil fell by 21% during June. Analysts attribute the decline to the ongoing negotiations between the United States and Iran. In aviation news, Scandinavian Airlines placed an order to acquire more than 40 aircraft, which represents the largest investment in the history of the company. Moving on to health and environmental updates, parts of Central Europe are experiencing high temperatures. New temperature records were set in Hungary at 42 degrees Celsius and in Slovakia at 41.3 degrees Celsius. In response, some municipalities are enforcing water restrictions and using utility trucks to deliver water to areas facing shortages. Next, let us look at political updates and appointments. In South Korea, the National Assembly approved the nomination of a new prime minister, Han Song-suk. The official is the first woman to hold the position in 20 years. Finally, turning to sports news from the Men's Soccer World Cup, in association football, the national team of Mexico defeated Ecuador. This marks the first victory for Mexico in the knockout phase of the tournament since 1986. Also at the tournament, the president of Paraguay declared a national holiday after the national team defeated Germany on penalty kicks following a tie in regulation play. Thanks for joining us today. Remember, stay informed, but don't let fear do your thinking for you.